closest to the baseball universe this evening for good reason. We've got the great rivalry of the Boston Red Sox. Is Aaron Judge, number 99, seeking number 61, and perhaps
agent. But when I say the greatest season, this doesn't really even come close when you think about who into this game, because he has never seen Aaron Judge in this kind of stretch. He's thinking about what Aaron Judge is trying to do, and he's going to have to really be on his game tonight.
Well, Aaron, perhaps this weekend against the Sox, perhaps tonight for Aaron Judge. For potential history, it was rainy for most of the morning and early afternoon. Now, there's still a top 8 scoring offense in baseball. Not a ton of power, but the Yankees are on the precipice of securing yet another playoff berth. It would be their 20th.
Has had a good year, as you mentioned. He likes to pound the strike zone early, so watch for the
Fernandez, Chang, and another youngster in Connor Wong will round it out against. Off we go. Final 4 meetings between these two long-time
Boston Red Sox. If they're going to have success, it'll be on early counts. And the one thing he struggled.
Pham drills one into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. To Boston double here in the first off Tyone.
Their manager said that they likes, even though the year has not gone the way the Red Sox would like. A little bit too much in the zone, and Pham took advantage of it down. Last 2 years, the damage he's done, but he has not done it against fastballs for the most part. He's seen a ton. Is high.
Golfing at that one. Tyone got the excellent campaign, as we mentioned, offensively. Waits for Tyone's 0-2 and skies it to center field for a test. The arm of Bader, and there's one down.
How often that will be, but it's a windy night, so we're going to keep an eye on the out.
One away and a man aboard for Xander Bogaerts. Out is Judge. The man he is currently locked at the top of the American League with is Xander.
And don't think that Jameson doesn't, not in the same context, had a player leading the league in Gerald Perry and get Tony Gwynn out.
That's a tall task to ask of anybody.
Get a hit.
Turn it around on Gerald there.
But he chased him down.
For hits in a Boston uniform. Fouls one back to even the count.
Particularly with this young man and some others, and he just
can opt out of his contract at the end of the season. 2-2. Goes down swinging. Tyone.
I've always liked Tyone's release point. It's kind of a fluid arm action. There's the tighter slide.
Well, 2 down for Verdugo after the leadoff man Pham reached second base on a double to be. Backdoor's a strike. Consistency for Verdugo. 140 games played, as you see. 0-1.
I can't help but think now for the Verdugo, but he does hit a lot of ground balls, and I kind of looking at the players to see who's going to be rewarded average-wise.
I was thinking about that. There's been a lot more articles.
They're still trying to lift. But I think now that you go into a spring training and a season.
Joey Gallo, who had some struggles in New York, perhaps those are guys that will benefit from the rule changes. 2 outs. Tyone with a 1-2 to Verdugo. A good step second.
Well, as the Yankees make their way to the postseason, and time will tell of their run if they're going to make a deep one. I mean, everyone knows this Garrett Cole.
2-2 delivery is hit to left. Cabrera ranging bottom of the first. Aaron Judge will lead things off. Well, every time Judge's spot in the order starts to come up, and certainly when he's
leading off for the New York. Does he go after it?
Sure.
Get aggressive early because he knows he's got that changeup in his pocket.
To Judge. Get a fastball low.
I would. That was a challenge. 3 days.
Yes. Certainly. Just as he did to finish his night last.
Saw and heard what they thought of that right away. But you want some runs on the board. Get him and better odds.
Ended up as a 14-2 by the Yankees. As Rizzo gets clipped and suddenly
kind of, you know what's interesting about Judge leading off? the fear factor is obviously there.
Yep.
By pitches, because he basically stays in there on top of the plate. Well, that's not new to Rizzo. He is pinned, and then they'll deal with the rest later. But the lineup behind him pitched to him because he's lead off, and I don't know if that lineup will change for Aaron Boone.
Here is Torres. First pitch swinging, deep left center field, back to first, and it's runners at the corners with one away here in the first inning. In a couple of stints this year, an intercostal issue, muscle issues, and then a shoulder pattern in a smaller sample for Wacha of his career. 11 wins and his career best Tuesday.
A good year this year.
Josh Donaldson takes a
He's got some protection that he will put forth in that lineup.
Games trying to keep that going. It's an excellent point you make, Smoltzy, because Gleyber Torres had.
To me, they've got to have DJ. This is the lineup when he comes back and Judge doesn't lead off. But him healthy. See what that's where the dip happened for the Yankees. But they're going to face such elite pitching. This is as good a chance. But right now, everyone talks about what their lineup hasn't been able to do.
There's a ground ball to short, could be two. Bogarts to Chang to first. That jam with no damage done. We go to the second, scoreless. Ruth. Scoreless to the second. JD Martinez will lead things up. Only 3 members of the 700 home run club. Of course, Albert Pujols to talk about. Martinez pulls one, hugging the line, but just foul.
Second and 73rd later that season, and then 2 years later, Bonds is 5.
Well, when you're around Barry Bonds that much, you're going to probably run into some history at some.
Are looking for this. They've got the right guy on the bench.
Self-deprecating.
Well, I'm part of history.
In a piece, right?
Yep.
But you also challenged him, both of you guys, all of you, on that of this. Martinez goes down swinging. Second strikeout
by that person, but it's different when you're chasing a record. Sure.
There's Tristan Casas. He'll take first pitch strike on the running in 2 on Casas. Level of expectation and a very high ceiling on this young man. He's kind of going through it. His minor league numbers this season.
Well, they've had a first base is
1-2. At the knees, a 2 down for Kike Hernandez. He'll take one outside.
This is because you recognize that pitch and tracked it out of the zone. I'm sorry, sometimes when you're on the mound.
I figured.
But if it's strike 2, it's one thing. But when it's
2 strikeouts on the slider for Tyone. And a good off-speed breaking ball there to get.
It's not violent. It's smooth. And when that pitch comes out, he throws his foul.
Hernandez goes down swinging. A few changeups and a few sliders. Michael Wacha to Giancarlo Stanton to lead things off in the second, and a rocket to center field. Things off. Back-to-back innings, the leadoff man has been on base for New York.
The fear factor. You know, they got some stolen bases, some creativity. It's not just all about power.
Here's Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch swinging. Pop out to Devers, and there's one down. 2 pitches from Wacha to the Yankees. Picked up in a trade from St. Louis. He goes after the first pitch and skies it to center. All 3 and 5 of the last 6 at bats have been
1 of 2 ways. I mean, that's a dream scenario for a pitcher. First pitch swing for a base.
He'll take the first offering. How much of that
is a split change or a change like Wacha?
There's a little tapper back to the mound for Wacha, and that'll retire the South aggressiveness.